What's going on, guys? I got another video for you today. This is my first video in quite a while. It's been a busy 3-4 months, but it's pretty good to be back, and I have a pretty awesome Saber to start it off with. So this is a Luke Return of the Jedi V2 weathered Saber. I believe this is off of the Anakin run. The maker Anakin, I believe he's on the forums and stuff. I don't know too much about the hilt. But anyways, I got the hilt completely clean, and I actually did all the weathering. So I did a like an acid weathering for the entire hilt, which darkened it a little bit. It's might be hard to make it out on camera, but this entire area, all down here, the pommel and whatnot, like this has all been darkened chemically. And then I applied the Trooper Trent stencils, and then you have a matte black paint. Yeah, so this commission was for a customer that I've actually had for quite some time now. We had a handful of issues, one with like a battery situation, another one with just upgrading from the Prism to the new Crystal Focus 10, which brings me to the fact that this is fully installed with the Crystal Focus 10. But before I get into it, I just wanted to obviously thank the customer. He's been extremely patient, and it's one of those ones where I was worried because it was taking me so long to get this done that it was going to cause issues. You know, I was worried that he might complain or something, but again, he was incredible. I'm very lucky to have the customers I do. And so thank you, Josh, really. It means a lot. It really does. So thanks. But like I said, let's get into it. So like I said, Crystal Focus 10, we have an 18650 lithium ion battery. We do have Neopixel in the emitter right there. Let's see, we have a 28mm bass speaker. This hilt does not come vented for sound, and so I did a little bit of a hack where this Saber usually has a slot here and a slot here to help you run the wires. And basically what I did was I rotated the clamp over to where it sits so that the threading lines up with two holes that are directly underneath here. And those holes have the wires fed through them to the soundboard, which allowed that these slots that were in the actual Saber to allow all the sound to come out. So even though there's no venting here, it's actually underneath the clamp, and it's really loud considering. So that brings me to the biggest warranty issue with this Saber, if you will, which is obviously you can open this up and you can take out the clamp card if you wish. You don't really need to, but you have to make sure that if you open this clamp, you do not twist this clamp at all, because the wires can get cut off. There's no way to secure the clamp when it's open, but you really don't ever have to open it, which is nice. So you want to make sure that you can barely see. There's a little slot here, but this section is deeper into the hilt, and same here, it goes down in. So you want to make sure that this clamp is always lined up with there, as well as trying to get this lined up here on camera, with this pommel cube should be lined up basically center to here. It's a pain, but it's something you have to keep an eye on just because of this type of design, where you have wires in the clamp. You just can't twist it all, or else it does it could break the wires and void the warranty, which obviously I'll take care of you. It's just you don't want to do that. It would just be a pain for everyone, so just please be careful with that. Which then brings me to, if you want to get access to the inside of the Saber, you really don't ever have to grab and twist from the clamp. Always grab from the upper part of the hilt, and then you don't have to open the clamp, nothing. Just twist from here, and you can undo this to get soundboard access. And when you do that, there we go. There you go, and then you have obviously your wires running through and whatnot. And then this install is a little bit messier than I like, only because of the way that the hilt has to go together. Like, this chassis is designed for this hilt, but it was kind of like a one-off that Darth Rio did, so not necessarily his fault, but I don't think he spent the amount of time he usually does on these, so it was really hard to get everything fitted the way it needed to, but we did. So you have, let me get my little tool here, just an Allen wrench. So you have your switch, slider switch to turn the Saber on. You have your recharge port, which is a 1.3 millimeter recharge port, and it takes a 3.7 volt battery charger. which when you look it up, it's a 4.2 volt charger. But anyways, your SD card right here, and then your USB-C, I believe it is, port right here. So if you want to make configuration changes through like the editor, through Rice, you can do that via here. But you can change everything else with this Saber just via the SD card, like you did in the past. So anyways, we're going to get this booted up. You turn this, and there is that red LED indicator. Then you toss this back on here. Right now it's on Nightfall, which is just one of the stock sounds. Like I said, again, I'm holding it here when I'm twisting this on, and then this lines up here the way it should, which is accurate to the Saber, which is good. So I have activation up top and auxiliary down the bottom. And like I said, this Saber does have smooth swing. Right now, only 2 fonts, I believe, have the smooth swing feature. It's font 1 and font 11, which are Nightfall and I believe it's Shoto. I'll go through and I'll show you. But yeah, so let's get it at least booted up so you can see it and hear it. So the only problem with this font, I'm actually going to turn this off. I don't like this font because I do actually think that it's, the sounds are really low. And so that sounded really bad right there. So I'm going to go to a different font just so that we get the full
sound bank selection.
Nightfall.
So let's see here.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So we have your Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Feel the power of the dark side.
And your Vader font. And then we go down to the smooth swing font first. So it is Shota. So you can use these to go through different sounds. That's one direction. That's the other direction. Press and hold. That is now on that font. So let's get this booted up so you can hear the smooth swing. So very responsive. Then we got obviously blasters, lockup, like I say, clashes, and then power off. So let me get a blade in here. It's tough because my usual test blade, this guy right here, is not sanded down, so it doesn't fit. So we're gonna go with your actual blade here and just kind of test fit it, just so you can at least see the Saber in action. There, so that's in nice and tight. I'm trying to get as much of this on screen. Ignore the plastic on here, but ready? So it does have, let's see if I can get, so it does have localized, try to get it to show, localized blaster blocks. Just as it wants to go up here, we'll show it up here. So pretty cool. It has like where it'll just go throughout the blade randomly. Press and hold for lockup. It's crazy bright. Just like that. You can press the 2 buttons together if you want to change your sound. If you do that, I would go for the auxiliary first and then the power. So there we go. So I'm gonna go green, and so there you can set so many colors. And it'll obviously remember. Let's just leave it here on the blue. So it'll remember whatever you put in. Let's just go to, I'll go to your 2 fonts that you had me put on.
Sound bank selection. Young Light audio play.
Nightfall. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
So that's the Obi-Wan Kenobi font, and we will power this one up. Is that red right now?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Let's at least
Hello there.
get it to a blue like it should. Oops, wrong way.
Hello there. Hello there.
It's a light blue, and then
Hello there.
a little bit.
Hello there.
There we go, nice dark blue. So again, it's all sorts of things you can do. A nice white lockup. So, like I said, I mean, this board, I'm going to take this out so we can focus on finishing up this video because it's nice and long right now. But I mean, it's crazy the amount of things that this board can do. I couldn't get through all the features in one video, even if I wanted to. As I tell with every customer, is I would go through the menu or through the manual, because there's gonna be things you're gonna want to change. There's gonna be features you're gonna want to add. You have flame blade, you have rain effects. You will eventually have localized lockup. Just to name a few, you do have the drag effect if you want it. So all these things can be customized through that SD card. So I said, download the manual, give it a read through when you get time. But this thing is good, ready to go. And once again, Josh, like I said, I appreciate your patience on this. It was a huge, huge help. And as I said, I'm very grateful to, like I said, have awesome people around me when I'm doing these. So I hope you love this. I hope it was worth the wait, truly. And I do hope that we do business together again. So like I said, if you ever need anything, let me know. If not, then I hope you guys have a great day.